Taurus, hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a reading for February 14th until February 20th, 2021. We are back to general reads this week. They will be for your sun, moon, and rising signs in Taurus, should you cross-watch. And as always, these are general readings, so they might not resonate for all of you. I do invite you to take that which is for you and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. Please hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. I would have much gratitude for that. And if this reading resonates for you, please do leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. Let's see what's up for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, overall energy for you this reading is the Ace of Cups, potentially a new opportunity in love here, but I think honestly, not romance. I think there's some romance maybe around you, but I think this opportunity becoming available is more aligned with a passion project or a dream that you've been having, something you have been working to build for yourself. In the recent past here, we have the Star, the Strength card, and the Five of Swords. So, Taurus, I think that you have been getting yourself very focused on a goal that you're trying to achieve. And you have been working, to build your confidence up around it, to put yourself out there. It may be something that is not really in your usual purview of things. So you've been needing to kind of like build yourself up a little bit around it. And I think that you've been struggling a little bit with like not seeing it panning out maybe in the timeline that you wanted or in the way that you wanted. And that's starting to like creep into your psyche. So you may have been very focused on your goal, on your ambition, on what it is you're working towards. And it's just like not necessarily been working out exactly as you wanted. And so then you have these thoughts invading that are saying like, yeah, you're not going to achieve it. Yeah, you can't do it anyway. And that's a challenge, certainly. We got a couple fives coming up here, so definitely dealing with some struggles right now, which is, fine and normal, and aren't we all? In the present energy, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So again, trying to create balance, trying to overcome all these obstacles. Again, part of this is like your mindset on things, that because we're not seeing maybe immediate success, that your mind is now tricking you into thinking that you're not going to see success, that things are always going to be slow moving. But you are making progress. There's like, things are coming together slowly but surely. Things are coming together, but it's just like you achieve a little bit and then you got to struggle and overcome some stuff and then you get to achieve a little bit more. It's not happening fast. And I mean, not that Taurus are fast moving folk, but when you get really focused on something and put a lot of energy and effort into it, it can be difficult, when things aren't seemingly giving you progress. Getting into the future energy for you here, Taurus, we have the Justice card, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So waiting for some decision to come in here that you think is going to set you free, that you think is going to take you from this position of being sort of bound and stuck with what you're doing and how you're doing it, and get you to a place where you can really like spread your wings and celebrate and like, start to really sink your teeth into things, plant your roots, get stuff going. I don't know what this movement is meant to mean. Yeah, just a lot going on here. Let's do some clarifying. See what we can glean. We'll start with clarifying this Ace of Cups in the overall energy. The Devil, the Knight of Voices, and the Four of Voices. This to me is a warning here, Taurus, not to dive into the shiny objects, okay? Something may come forward for you that's going to feel like your saving grace. Like a message is going to come in, it's going to change your mindset about things. It's going to put you in a place where you're like, okay, maybe I can relax. Maybe things are going to work out. Like, you know, and you're going to start to get ahead of yourself. And I would caution you against getting, why is my nose so itchy? So too far ahead of yourself with this Devil card coming up here. Yeah. Make sure that you know what the opportunity is before you dive into it here. I think there is some fear and concern about taking action quickly because you think it's going to be something that fixes things, and it may not be what it seems. It may be another obstacle. Okay. In the recent past here, let's take a look at this Five of Swords. The Chariot, the Star, and the Page of Voices. Yeah, it's like you want to take action and you're very focused, or you are taking action already here, Taurus, and you're feeling very focused, but we're dealing with some negative self-talk here with this Page of Voices again. You know, everything, like all the things you're achieving are being overshadowed by this voice in your head that's saying, you know, you're not enough, you're not going to achieve it, you know, all the action you're taking is going to be for nothing. Why is that? You know, I think that these are mental tics that we all have to deal with here, but it's like you are focused, you are putting the work in, you are building up more confidence about what you're doing, you're taking more action about what you're doing, and then you're just getting in your own head about it. Let's look in the present energy at this Five of Wands. Muse of Inspiration, Eight of Voices, and the Temperance card. Yeah. You're feeling fired up. You're feeling like excitable. I think you're getting to a point where you're recognizing like what it is that you can offer because you've been putting all this work in. But you're feeling, for whatever reason, like stuck, and like you have been waiting and waiting to be unstuck, and that's starting to drive you a little bit crazy here. It's starting to feel just like this major obstacle and the obstacle is that like you're trying to move forward, but you're not moving forward. And so you're feeling out of balance, and you're feeling like, you know, if growth is happening, it's too slow. And you're trying to be patient, but it's becoming challenging to be patient. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles here. Okay, the Fool just came flying out. The Moon and the Lovers. Wow, we've had a lot of major arcana come up in this reading too. So universe is definitely doing some of the work in the back end here for you. The progress you're making and the progress that you're going to make, Taurus, is not going to happen until you're really fully willing to throw yourself in. Maybe part of the issue here is like you think that you've been doing a lot of forward work, but it's actually only been like some part-time work or like a little extra work. And in your mind, you're doing more perhaps than you are. I do think that you are in alignment to where you need to be going and in alignment to what you're supposed to be doing. But there's going to be some revelations for you here. And I don't think they're going to come until you really fully tip that scale and you like give yourself to what you're doing. And I don't mean this to say like if you have like a passion project that you're doing, like to quit your job and fully like dive into that. No. But you need to energetically commit yourself to what it is that you want to do to really be able to start to see the progress. It looks to me like you're having a lot of focus and you are taking action, but what kind of action are you taking? Are you taking the right actions? Like that might be part of it. But I don't think you've fully like given yourself to what you're doing, and that is proving to be a bit of a barrier for the growth, or that is why the growth is slower. We will start to see faster growth once we can fully, oh my gosh, dive in and give yourself to it and say, I'm taking the leap of faith. I have to at least for this span of time really commit myself to doing this, because I think you are feeling that you are on the right path, and you are. You know, the Lovers here is a choice card, but it talks to us about soulmate, talks to us about our soul paths. I think that you're just not even going to recognize that like you're in alignment with what you need to be doing until you're really fully like giving it your all. Let's look in the future energy here at this Justice card. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ace of Voices came out here, Four of Emotions came out, and the Magician. Yeah, Tori, I think you're allowing somebody else to kind of determine stop and go for you. Because it's like here you are feeling, you know, stuck, shackled, trapped where you're going. Things aren't moving forward. On the other side of this is like celebration, feeling good, creating that stability for ourselves here. But it's like you're waiting for somebody else to make that decision for you. You're waiting for someone else to give you permission, even though you have been working very hard to manifest an opportunity for you, and it would seem that there is an opportunity available to you, but you're not really seeing it because you're not looking at it from, excuse me, what you can achieve here. You're waiting for somebody else to bring the option to you, as opposed to recognizing that you can create this opportunity and you can take that action for it for yourself. So by focusing so much on an opportunity that somebody else may come and present to you, you're not seeing what you are developing and creating on your own over here. So you're really kind of just being trapped by yourself, by not looking at all sides of everything. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands as well. Yep, Three of Inspiration, Queen of Inspiration, Eight of Inspiration. Yeah, don't be scared to start thinking about long term. Don't be scared to start talking about plans you want to have. Don't be scared to be passionate about things here, Taurus. You know, there may be a bit of a struggle here between like being humble and being passionate about what you're doing. But I think the more that you start talking about it, the more you start even like journaling about it, the more you start creating lists and plans and focus for the future and what kind of future you want and what you want to do with it, and start to build that energy and excitement around it. That's what's going to start to lead you into the ability to create that stable environment for yourself, to get to a point where you feel like you can celebrate the life that you're creating for yourself. Stop waiting for permission. We'll take one last message from the universe for you here. Nine of Wands, Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles. We've had a lot of fours come up today for everybody, for all the reads. I think we're on the edge. We're ready to do something new, to do something else. I think this is a time for you to take stock of the resources that you do have, to honor where you came from that got you to where you are now, and to be ready to move when the timing is right, when things line up, when this opportunity presents itself. But get out of your own head here, Taurus. Stop waiting for anybody else to give you permission to go after the things you want. And don't be afraid to dream big and talk about it, and to be passionate about things and to share that with others, because I think you will find that that is what's going to open more doors for you, just your own driving passion. Your free will is always at play. Don't forget that either. If you enjoyed this, then please do subscribe, follow along for next week. Leave me your comments below. I hope this helps, and we will see you again.